Hey, welcome back to the Knights of the Old Republic, the best RPG, whether you like it or not. We're gonna be having a little bit of a cutscene in front of us clearly, and then also we, I think, have a little bit left to explore, and then it's sewers. So, I think we can lead with our main characters, because we're gonna get swapped to it either way. And let's throw ourselves in.
Don't move! I'm not afraid to use this blaster if I have to.
Settle down, kid. We've already lost enough men to those damn rat ghouls. The last thing we need now is more casualties from a needless firefight. By the looks of you, I'd say you're down here for the same reason we are. To salvage something from those downed Republic space pods. Let me give you some advice. Forget about it. Do yourself a favor and just head back from where you came.
Right, so first off, of course, the confidence in the voice of the guy that needs to make Sass know that he's got a gun and he's very comfortable in using it. Second, the dramatic scene, the dramatic camera movement in the entire, I don't know, cutscene maybe, at the very beginning of the dialogue, weirdly long, but when I looked at it, it really reminded me of the other kinds of RPGs where isometric view is more common, let's say. Because here, you're in third-person position, so you're always pretty much close to the model of your character, so they seem big, but when you're far away, they also seem small. And that transition, that scene, really reminded me of those games like Neverwinter Nights 2, where the models are really tiny, and they they sometimes do give you this sweeping view of the scene, with the cut scene, and shocking how similar the engine is. It's as if it's pretty much all the same. Yeah, Canderous, nice to see you. Do I really care about all this thing? We can word fight with him, but is there really a reason? Is he threatening? Might be. Some danger, as if we would care, but who are you? We talked about that. Yeah, I'll be blunt. I go where I want, when I want.
Trying to pick a fight with a Mandalorian. I can see you're not too bright. But I'm on a mission for Davik, so I don't have time for fun and games.
Canderous, I heard something. Over there, in the shadows. Sounded like a rat ghoul.
Oh, look. It actually were rat ghouls.
Looks like we've got company. Get those blasters ready, boys.
Also, in addition to what just happened, I decided to choose to say. And what was interesting was that it seemed like the first and the last dialogue option would be pretty much the same. Saying, meaning it would result in Canderous saying that you're trying to pick a fight with. Are our guys gonna join in the fun? Hold on. There it is. We got an option. We were in... Yeah, as you've seen, as I've written in my... Also, look at my fucking team. They're not busy. It's all fine. Right, I'm gonna have Mission do her big thing. I did look up what's the deal with this. Wow, fuck me in the ass. What's the deal with the stealth attack? Sneak attack. It worked! Oh, I just had a really low roll, I guess. What would it be? Attack breakdown. Save. So he saved damage 9, 3 sneak attack damage 6. Yeah, well, that was a failure, but we can still deal with that anyway. What was I on about? Yeah, I looked up how it works. You need to be within 10 meters of the target either way, which would be funny when it comes to not so much direct combat as it is melee combat. There we should have had another sneak attack because we were behind that Raggu, but it doesn't look like it. Karth Mission fails to attack Raggu. Sneak attack, automatic miss. Fantastic, good job. He's behind you. You're trained in stealth, and attacking people who are not paying attention, or creatures who are not paying attention to you, but you're failing anyway. Grand mission. Best damage dealer in the game. Fantastic, that went well.
Damn. I told Torik this salvage mission was a bad idea. His men aren't trained for this kind of thing, and I can't babysit them all. Okay, boys. We're getting out of here before I lose anyone else. I can't carry all this salvage back by myself. You'd be smart to get out of here as well. Even if you can handle the rat ghouls, I doubt there's anything worth finding anymore.
Cool. So we were in control of mission, so of course Kandros was talking to the character I was just controlling. How many people have you just lost? More than 1? 2 maybe? How many have you had in the beginning? 3 with you? Seems like it. Well, if only we were able to loot them, but that's probably not gonna be possible. We don't want to I don't want to antagonize him. What would that be good? Why would I try to sort of spite him into searching for more loot down here? Are you dumb? What do you mean by that?
Torik sent me down here with this motley crew to scavenge whatever we could from the Republic escape pods that crashed during the recent battle overhead.
Thank you for this exposition.
The gangs got here first. Anything worthwhile in those Republic pods is probably in their hands by now. Torik won't like that.
Really, after just one thing, which we already know, it is actually in the hands of the lower city gangs. So, do we want to milk him for information about Torik, for instance? No, we don't care. We want to leave. What do you know about lower city gangs? We don't care about lower city gangs, so we don't care about learning about them. Yeah, I guess antagonizing is the only way to go. So we're just going to run back to the surface, like some coward.
Normally I'd make you regret those words, but I'm not wasting another minute down here. I'm responsible for this whole company, and they won't survive down here much longer. Come on, boys, let's move out.
Funny how he actually feels responsible for anything. So yeah, this is the whole company left, one mercenary. And he doesn't really want to talk to us. Right, where's the rest of your dudes? Nowhere to be found, I guess, no loot either. Stop having solo mode. And let's go. Yeah. So, a big deal like I took, well, sort of. What do I want to talk about today? There was one thing, like for instance, the thing that I had in mind is that I wrote about how I learned about the sneak attack, and when I was very surprised in the previous episode. Right, I can lead with the tank, so mission will just be able to not circumvent but more flank the enemy, and that'll be good enough. So there it is, but probably before she'll be able to flank him, Kart is already gonna kill him with the power shot like that. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It'll only be a problem if what are you doing, you dumb idiot? Only if why do I have to shit? Bring all of them alone, one by one. The solo mode is off. Yeah, good job, Karth. You did it. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, so let's save that. Thank him that it's gonna be really necessary. Oh, there's a chance. There's a chance. He's behind to us. It's back to us. 12. Yes. Confirm. Mission succeeded. Sneak attack. Perfect. Damage. Either way, yeah, I've written that down in the description of the previous video, so there is that. She's really not... It's really not that easy when you have to babysit every character and force them to flank enemies and shit like that, instead of have them, you know, sort of be controlled by another player and be able to deal with problems, especially when we've got cars who can power shot the dude and kill him in one hit. And then, did the mission get some aggro? Yep. Unfortunately, so we're gonna have to de-aggro from her. And then find her a spot. Well, she's not gonna be having spots here. And there we go. Yeah, that's... See, this is the problem. So people are very fascinated. People are so fascinated with the sneak attack, how powerful it can be. But either you have to dick about with it and fucking... like disband, or just go solo against the enemy, so to position yourself for the first good shot, Promised Land Apprentice Journal. Do you want to read it? I don't care. I don't want to read it. And apparently there are some journals about that, so we can look for them, but we're not gonna. And also, when we're talking about quests, remind me to talk about the quests again later. Because, you know, so... Sneak Attack. It requires so much fucking setup, and it's so awkward to create it when it comes to this game, when you have to control 3 characters at once.
Yeah?
And then take mission and have her go around all the way to blast them a little bit. There we go. Oh, I've stunned him. That's good. Oh, and he's no longer turned his back to her. Oh, and now mission is in the middle of trouble, and Koch is tanking everything. All right, 10 meters. All right, go on, work. No longer to the back to. Well, that worked, I guess, possibly. So now the combat is mostly about controlling mission and having her get into the right position while the auto combat is happening with the rest of the characters. Good thing that he died. That removes his poison effect from him, so that's great. That's very useful. Yeah, it's tedious, so it's way better and way easier to just have some sort of heavy hitter that will just tank hits and press his face against the enemy to just beat him to death, instead of having mission running around and creating setups for enemies or for yourself to have enemies in the right spot. Like you just said, that was terrible. Out of nowhere, Raggles decided to actually be able to, decided to drop aggro from Karth and our main character and just go for mission, because why not? She wasn't closer, she didn't deal more damage to them, not to that particular one at least. So this one didn't have really much reason to go after her. And then the rest of it was chasing them around and trying not to get in trouble. So, the map is explored. Great. Before we go to sewers, we're gonna have to actually... Well, first of all, we're gonna level mission... Oh, wait. We won't be leveling up mission. Of course. We'll wait till it's in, till we get a little bit of a trouble here that we're gonna need an instant healing. But the rest could use that either way with move. So again, see, there's, like I talked about in the previous episode, there is this healer in the village of the outcast who's
Sure.
what is she? Who's a medic who will heal you for free. And right, since we're here, she could heal us for free, but we can for free come back to our hideout, upgrade our weapons, and then go back, and that's free as well. And it's even faster because you can just click 2 buttons and you're in the place where you want to be, while you have to spend time to go to the person. But I'm here and I wanted to do something. So in the previous episode we did actually pick up the... what is it? Serum. It's called. Where's the exit? At the other side of the fucking apartment complex. Picked up serum. And we have to decide. Oh, it's already here? Even better. We have to decide whether we want to give it to Mr. Goody Two Shoes healer medic in the upper terrace, or do we want to give it to the hut that gives away bounty hat? Not bounty hunter, a bounty hat. Yes. And we have it, and we don't need to do either, but we could really use the money, because why not? So, I'm gonna give you this option right now. Do you want me to give the serum to finish that quest, to give the serum to Bounty Hunter? Because I want to give it to Bounty Hunter because I want the money, but I also would like to, don't really want to bother with the side quests. And as I said in the very beginning, you know, side quests do give us money, but then again, we really not want to bother with it. So for now, let's pretend that I want to keep it for myself if I ever catch Verago, the space aids, and I'll walk to the lower city because I already blew that possibility of quick travel. So see you back in the dump, and you make your choice whether you want.
Hey, Karth, can I talk to you for a second?
Are you ready to have a civil chat? Or is this gonna be another childish tantrum?
Tantrum? I'm trying to apologize, you nerf herder. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get mad at you. It's just that I'm sick of everyone treating me like I'm a helpless kid.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry about what I said too. I'm just a little on edge lately. Not surprising considering all we've been through, but I shouldn't take it out on you.
Oh, that was boring. Yeah, decide whether you want me to actually finish that quest or not. I'm open to your suggestions. So yeah, we're not gonna let it slide. That would be boring. What's with all the apologies? I was hoping for another fight.
Mission, you have to know that we don't think you're helpless. I mean, look where we are. Look at what we're doing. You're not just along for the ride. We need you.
You really mean it, don't you? Nobody's ever said anything like that to me before. Not even Big Z. He might think it, but he's not really one for words, you know. Thanks, Karth.
Well, that's no big deal. I mean, I know how it is. Sometimes you just need to hear a few words of encouragement. Kids are like that.
Kids are like that? Listen, you... Oh, I get it. Okay, you got me. You're pretty funny, Karth. For an old guy. Come on, geezer. Let's get back to what we were doing.
You didn't say you, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, boring, no more arguing. We're gonna have to argue with them ourselves. So yeah, see you back in the dump. Oh look, how silly. What an opportunity. My dear. Well, look, there's Ithorian there. And children, and they're making fun of him. And this is an opportunity for us to roleplay. Or we could leave them to his own devices, which I'm gonna do. Even though, yeah, like I said, it's very important in RPGs to give you an opportunity to actually roleplay. We're avoiding drunkards as well, but it's also very important for me to be able to not do it, cause we're not giving a fuck about those bastards around us. We've got a galaxy to save. We just have for now, we just have a planet to leave. So we're back in the dump, and as you could see, we had a little bit of an adventure anyway, which rendered our whole trip down to well, back up, more like to our hideout, moot and useless because we took damage. So we had to not only walk the whole distance, but also talk to the healer anyway. But as Karth said lately, and unfortunately he seems to be right, mission is needed right now by us. We need her right now, because she knows the secret entrance to a Black Vulkar base, and we don't. But then again, you know, we know the main entrance, and I guess since they're just not letting us in, we're picking up a lot of mines lately. So maybe if we picked up enough, we could just mine the door and blast the fuckers to bits, entering that way. But that way is not really predicted for us right now, so we're gonna have to think about that different way. So yeah, let's have a little bit more combat with those bastards, and I think we'll be nearing the end for today. Because why not? Are they facing?
Time to rumble.
Are they not facing us yet? Nope. This one should be. No, this one is already dead. No, this one is not targeted by us at least. Well, another success. It wasn't our turn to attack, so that sneak attack ended up being trash. At least we herded them around, maybe at least kited them essentially. So maybe that sort of worked when it comes to not being damaged too much. So yeah, that's today's episode. We're finally in even deeper trash land than before. We're in the sewers actual, and we're gonna start looking for Zalbar, because apparently he's needed here somewhere, somehow. Well, he's needed for her, and she needs us to help her before she helps us. So, a circle of life, unfortunately. As Morden Solus once said, everyone wants something. We give to get what we want. I'd rather take it by force. Thanks for visiting, thanks for watching. Stick around, there's way more episodes ahead of us, and they're free, and you need more of that, and so do I.